On March 25, 1911, a tragedy struck society, leaving everyone heartbroken and grieving. In the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, girls aged 16 to 23 had to work gruesome hours with little pay. After a fire had broken out in the building, around 500 young women were stuck not being able to exit because the owners locked all of the fire escapes. The only option was to die in the fire or jump from the building, both options having a high risk of death, obviously. 146 people died because of the poor working conditions at the time. The Triangle Shirtwaist Fire impacted society by bringing people together and fighting against a poor work environment in hopes of improving the labor conditions. In the everyday life of an employed woman, you had to fight for your position, and the pay was not even close to what it took to provide for a family. After the fire took place, nobody truly knew what was to come next. However, they were well aware of what needed to change. The event opened the eyes of all Americans to see the danger that was being faced daily. People finally began to realize that your workspace should be a safe place where you're not worried about your safety. Life soon changed for everyone, and the impact went down in history afterwards. People were protesting in large groups so everyone could see their message. After coming to the conclusion of the danger faced, new laws and policies were put in place to prevent another event like the Shirtwaist Fire from ever occurring again. The fire prevention legislation, factory inspection laws, and International Ladies Garments Workers Union was made soon after the event. This was only the starting point to a new and improved working environment. The working conditions for women in this time period can be well related to how railroad workers were treated in the 1800s for men. Both received very little pay, long hours, and were put in unsafe situations every day they worked. While comparing the two, it is easy to notice that women were not the only gender who had to deal with the unfairness of society. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory was a crucial moment in history that led to today's reasonable pay and hours. While there is always room for improvement, America has finally gotten to a point of contentment with women in the labor force.